Hello everybody. I'm doing a series of videos about my book, Tapping into Ancestral Healing, and I know it's probably showing the words the wrong way around and I don't know how to change that. But anyway, this is my book, and this is the fourth video. So this one is about rebirthing. And, I don't know whether you've ever considered what it was like being born. The trauma that must have been there, because one moment you're warm and cozy inside the womb, you can hear your mother's heartbeat, and then without having a choice, you're expelled from that warm, comfortable place into bright lights, hard surfaces, cold temperatures, loud noises. And somebody decides to smack you on the bottom, which doesn't help either, I think. And so much that we must have felt at that time and made beliefs about who we are and about the world based on that. And it's no wonder that we often believe that life is a struggle, because that, for most of us, is how we were born, with a struggle. Resisting being pushed out. Maybe that was the first abandonment, that first exile from somewhere warm and safe. And not just that, but actually when you're in the womb, you are feeling everything that your mother's feeling. Her blood is going through your veins, so her hormones are going through you. So if she's feeling stressed, then that's going through you. I used to believe that people were born anxious. And then I realised that actually if you're in the womb of an anxious mother, your body is being flooded with adrenaline constantly. So a bit like a heroin addict's child, you're an adrenaline junkie's child, but you can actually make that drug of choice. So, of course, if you're in the womb of an anxious mother, when you're born, you are going to be an anxious baby. It's not just copying what's going on around you. You're used to that feeling. And there's so many things that can happen during the time in the womb, during the time of birth, that affects who we are, who we see ourselves as being. We're carrying stuff from our parents, from our grandparents, from our great-grandparents, right back through time, as I talked about in the last one. But this thing about birth is, it's almost like that's the baseline that your subconscious is working from. So if it's looking out at the world to see what it should be feeling, what it should be believing, if it checks back into the baseline, it was be your birth and your time in the womb, because that's the first thing that it remembers. So clearing that can be incredibly helpful. So, sorry, I thought we'd do a bit of tapping on that. What I would say is, if you have stories about your birth, if you know there was something specific that happened, then tap on that. So if you know you were a breech baby, you came out feet first, if you know there was an emergency cesarean, if you know your mum was in labour for days, then tap to clear that. Just the bit of the story that you know, even though this happened, it happened and it's over and I survived, is a really useful statement. If there are no particular stories, it usually means it was a normal birth. That doesn't mean it wasn't traumatic. It just means there wasn't anything majorly medical going on. So it's always good to clear that. And I thought we'd do some tapping to clear that as we start today. So we'll be tapping on the side of the hand mostly. And as always, if you're tapping with me, you'll be taking full responsibility for your own well-being. Let's go and have a drink, because I've just been doing all these videos. I'm losing my voice. So even though my birth was as it was, I love and accept myself and maybe the other people involved. Even though That first birth was as it was. And I created so many beliefs, vows, strategies, and feelings based on it. I'm reminding all parts of me that whatever happened, happened, and it's over. And I survived. And it's finally safe to do something different. I love and accept all parts of me. Releasing now any trauma around birth, including the vows, decisions, beliefs, strategies that I created based on it. It happened, it's over, and I survived. And it's safe to let those go now. So I hope that was helpful. Bye.